want you to imagine a crack dealer on the street. Every time he sells some crack, he looks at his customers with a straight face and tells them, hey, do you know what? I want you to smoke this responsibly. Just enjoy it responsibly, and remember, don't smoke crack and drive. It's so ridiculous that you can't even begin to imagine it. Here's the crazy thing. This is exactly what the alcohol industry has been doing for decades. It's a scam that they started perpetrating on the American people since the middle of the 1970s, 1976 to be precise. This is the year when the Distilled Spirits Council of the United States, the DISCUS, launched their first Drink Responsibly campaign. That same year, Discus partnered with the NFL to promote their new campaign. I'll return to the NFL later when I'll discuss the alcohol industry's role in sports marketing and how they've infiltrated the biggest sports in the world, particularly in America. But the obvious question here is why? What was it that prompted the industry to launch this unrelenting Drink Responsibly campaign? One which is still with us half a century later and shows no signs of going away. Well, you see, by the late 1960s and early 70s, the public was getting increasingly concerned about the health effects of alcohol.
Do you drink alone?
Only if I'm stuck.
Do you ever forget what you did while you were drinking? You keep a bottle hidden somewhere for quick pick-me-ups.
How does he know?
You sometimes start drinking without really thinking about it.
Sometimes.
Do you need a drink to have fun?
I do now.
Do you ever take a drink in the morning to relieve a hangover?
Uh-huh.
Congratulations. If you had 4 or more yes answers, then you may be one of over 9 million Americans with a drinking problem.
In 1969, the Senate even convened public hearings on alcoholism, spearheaded by Senator Harold Hughes of Iowa.
What kind of change in attitudes are you talking about, sir?
Well, I'm talking about really the moralistic attitudes that we have in relationship to chemical addiction. Chemical addiction is an illness, whether it's heroin addiction or whether it's alcoholism, and it should be treated as an illness. People shouldn't be condemned and damned and imprisoned for an illness that they can't help themselves, and as a result of that, we only make the illness worse rather than leading the roads to recovery.
This was all in the aftermath of the tobacco industry getting hammered in public opinion and becoming heavily regulated in the 1960s. It was a blow from which they would never recover. Just to give you an idea of the devastation big tobacco suffered, in the mid-1960s, over 40% of the US population smoked. By the 1970s, this figure was declining big time, and today it's just over 10%. The writing was on the wall for the alcohol industry, so the alcohol industry had to be proactive or it would probably end up like big tobacco. And the Drink Responsibly campaign was the ace up their sleeves. It was a wink to the public and to regulators that they were stepping up to the plate, virtue signaling of the cheapest kind with 2 main goals. Firstly, to act as a PR campaign and an advertisement for their toxic product, and secondly, and far more importantly, was to preempt meaningful, impactful regulation of their toxic product. And today we know very well, after extensive research, that 2 public policy interventions stand out in terms of reducing alcohol harms in the general population. These are A, price increases through taxation, and B, restrictions on the physical availability of alcohol. The latter can be a combination of restricting the types of establishments that sell alcohol, as well as reducing the hours of sale. So, by pushing the ridiculous Drink Responsibly message, the alcohol industry has successfully avoided meaningful regulation and gaslighted the public for half a century. They have shifted responsibility for their toxic product from themselves onto the individual. Hey, we told you to drink responsibly, just like most people already do. And the fact that you can't handle it means the problem is with you. It is not the product. They've been so successful in pushing this message that it becomes a kind of political correctness in the Western world. Nobody even questions it anymore. It's become kind of a permanent background noise that our brains just accept uncritically. See, depending on the country, the campaign is pushed either through industry-backed charities like DrinkAware in the UK or directly by government departments of health. It's a total victory for the alcohol industry. What a sad thing.